Hello children, good morning to all. In this class, we will continue discussing Social Studies, Class 3, Workbook, Review Corner, Exercise D, answer the following questions. I request all of you to write it in your notebook. 1. Did the discovery of fire and wheel really change the human history? The discovery of fire and wheel changed the course of human history as fire kept early humans warm, safe from wild animals, and gave them better and softer food, and the wheel helped the early humans in carrying loads easily and in making clay pots and pans. So dear children, how did the discovery of fire and invention of wheel help the early humans in their life, change the human history? The discovery of fire helped the early humans in many ways. The fire kept early humans warm in the cold and safe from wild animals. And also the early humans learned how to cook food after the discovery of fire. And they started eating better and softer food. And the invention of wheel helped the early humans in carrying loads easily from one place to another. Before the invention of wheel, the early humans carried loads on their backs, which was very hard for them. So after the invention of wheel, they started carrying loads easily from one place to another to a long distance. And they also used the wheel to make clay pots and pans. The potters used the wheel to make clay pots and pans, and these clay pots and pans were used to store food or cook food. Next, 2. Write a short note on Maharana Pratap. The answer is Maharana Pratap was one of the bravest Rajput king who refused to bow down to Emperor Akbar. Even today, Maharana Pratap is remembered as a great warrior and a king who loved his people and protected them until his death. Who was Maharana Pratap? Maharana Pratap was one of the bravest Rajput king. He was one of the strong and powerful Rajput king. There were many Rajput kings in our country, India. So Maharana Pratap was one of them. He was very strong and powerful. What do you mean by Rajput? Rajput means son of a king. And Maharana Pratap refused to bow down to Emperor Akbar. So he fought battle with Emperor Akbar, against Emperor Akbar. Although he could not defeat the battle, he could not win, but he never gave up the battle. So that is why even today Maharana Pratap is remembered as a great warrior. So people remember him as a courageous king, great warrior, and a king who loved his people and protected them until his death. And Maharana Pratap also loved his people who were under his territory, under his rule. And Maharana Pratap protected his people until his death. Next, 3. Explain the journey of a shirt from the field to the shop. So, how a shirt reached to the shop from the field? How a shirt is manufactured? By using cotton. Let us check it out. Farmers grow the cotton plant in the field. The cotton that is plucked from the plants is the raw material. It is then taken to the factories where people spin it into thread. The people who spin cotton into thread are called spinners. The threads are then taken to the factories where weavers weave the thread into cloth. When the cloth is ready, tailors stitch beautiful shirt from this cloth. Let us check it out. First of all, the farmers grow cotton plant in the field, and when the cotton plant grows, the cotton is plucked from the plants by the farmers. The cotton is harvested by the farmers, and the cotton is the raw material which will be used in the industries for manufacturing goods, that is shirt. And after plucking the cotton, after plucking the raw material, what is the next step? The cotton is taken to the factories. It is supplied to the factories, and in the factory, people spin the cotton into thread. there are people who change the cotton, who spin the cotton and change into thread. And the people who change the cotton into thread, they are called spinners. The spinners change the cotton into thread. And what is the next step? The threads. The threads which are spun by the spinners, those threads are taken to the factories where weavers weave the thread into clothes. Okay? Again, the thread are taken to the factories, and in the factories there are weavers who weave the thread into cloth. They joined all the thread and changed into cloth by the weavers. And when the cloth is ready, when the weavers weave the cloth, when the weavers weave the thread into cloth, the cloth is ready. And after that, it is sent to the tailors, and the tailors stitch a beautiful shirt from the cloth. So I hope you understood about the journey of a shirt from the field to the shop. And when the tailors stitch a beautiful shirt from the cloth, what they do? They supply it to the market, and from the market we can buy and we can wear those clothes. So I hope you understood questions 1, 2 and 3. Thank you. Have a nice day.